We would like to warn our viewers that the next story that we are getting to you from Madurai is going to be extremely disturbing. 15-year-old Marimuthu, who is from Arapalyam near Madurai, was taken to Mumbai to work at a shop making snacks. Now, he was told that he would be paid about 40,000 rupees every year for that work, and he was essentially bonded labor. Now, he worked from 3 in the morning till 10 in the night with just 2 breaks for food, and when the owner found him asleep recently, he threw boiling oil at him, which is why his entire hands, thighs and legs have been completely burned. He was repeatedly tortured and was not even informed about his mother's death. Somehow he managed to escape and come to his hometown of Madurai. An FIR has now been filed against the person who had taken him as bonded labor under attempt to labor and unlawful compulsory labor.
Through the local NGO, this case has been made out to the police station and he has been admitted in the Madurai General Hospital. Now he is under treatment. So the doctors are suspecting that it would take another 2 months for this wound to heal. So this is a clear case of bonded labor where this boy had been forced to work and for an advance of rupees 20,000. He has not been allowed to work elsewhere and he has been constantly under surveillance and monitoring. It should also be seen as an organized crime where more young boys could be potentially working in similar conditions all over India in similar snacks making units. So this was not the first case which has come to light.
Joining me now from Chennai is Matthew Joji of the International Justice Mission. There we heard your colleague saying that it is torture as far as the boy is concerned, and what has happened to the boy is absolutely terrible. What can be done, Mr. Matthew, to bring some sense of justice to this 15-year-old?
Sudhir, what we know is from previous data, specifically by the campaign against child labor CSCL from 2012-2013, is that there are more than 50,000 young boys or adolescents who have migrated under several conditions to the northern states from Madurai, Theni, Virundhunagar, Theni districts. And over the past few years, as a pattern, we have seen several batches of boys being rescued from Orissa, Rajasthan, Gujarat and now Maharashtra. What we need in Tamil Nadu to address this at a policy level is a state level action plan to address bonded labor as a whole. Tamil Nadu in many senses have been leading in the country in its fight against bonded labor, but what we need is a convergent series of actions, and we need a state level action plan and a state level action officer appointed to address bonded labor, which would eventually bring justice to not just one Marimuthu but to several bonded laborers who are bonded in the state and who are bonded outside the state.
Absolutely. Matthew Joji, thanks a lot for joining us with that perspective from Chennai. Staying with news from Tamil Nadu, Coimbatore councillors were at it again. Just like last year, this time too the AIDMK and the DMK councillors clashed inside the Coimbatore corporation. The DMK councillors were apparently asking for a white paper on the budget, which led to a heated argument and scuffle. Now this was in fact a repeat of what happened last year during the same budget session when councillors of the same two parties clashed. Joining me now for more details is my colleague Pramod from Chennai. Now Pramod, how are people from Coimbatore actually reacting to their councillors behaving in this absolutely goonish and lumpen manner?
Well, Sudhir, people of Coimbatore are quite tolerant, and this is not the first time this has happened. Even last year, March 15, same thing happened when DMK cadres drew Namam, which is like Vaishnava thing, on their forehead, and they were chanting against the chief minister, who was then convicted of a certain scam. And this time it was because of the budget. All trouble broke loose when P. Rajkumar, the mayor of Coimbatore, he brought the budget for 2016-2017 and he tabled it across. And at that point, the DMK councillors started chanting and started saying that there have been a lot of corruption that has occurred within the corporation, mainly with road laying and everything, because they say that the contract has been given to certain ministers' family members, and that's the reason we have a deficit of 76 crores. Why is it there is a repetition of all these schemes but nothing has occurred on the ground? As they asked these questions, they moved to the center. That is when they were blocked by the ADMK councillors. They were trying to push each other. At that point, they broke the mayor's table and the glass and teacups on it, and that's when the scuffle went to the other level and the police had to enter. These 10...
Right, I don't know how
councillors
long the
have been
people of
detained by
Coimbatore will be tolerant about this kind of behavior by the councillors of Coimbatore. Pramod Madhav, we'll have to leave it there. Thanks a lot for joining us there on Up South from Chennai. We'll take a break on Up South.
Director Rajkumar Hirani is in Pune, and what is he doing there? Well, he will be filming Sanjay Dutt's exit from the jail. This is for the biopic Badshah, based on Dutt's lifestyle.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Gadgets and Gizmos. My name is Gaurav Preeti, and in this week's episode, I am out eating lunch at a fine dine restaurant, man. Yeah.